So the game's just finished, and what a fantastic performance that was. Wolves, since the start of the season, we've stuttered and started and have been unconvincing. I've been obviously saying that it's a big transition, going for the 3-4-3 formation. We've seen it in little bits at certain games, but tonight it all clicked together right from the off. Had a feeling tonight we were going to score in the first half. Really dynamic performance, lots of energy, lots of positivity. We just seemed on it right at the beginning. It's going to be so hard to give my man of the match, but I will come on to that. But let's look at the story of the game. Wolves, as I say, out the traps really well. I thought Neves was pinging the ball around like a Rolls Royce. Absolutely fantastic first time passes. He looked really on it tonight. I was fancied him for a goal. It didn't come. Wolves creating chances very early doors, and then we get the goal, don't we? And one of the key things is Ait-Nouri started for Wolves at left wing back tonight. He's had a magnificent game, topped off by a debut goal. He becomes the youngest ever French player to score a goal in the Premier League on his debut. Podence did really well, ripped the ball in. It just glanced off the top of the Crystal Palace defender, and Ait-Nouri's run onto it and hit it with his left foot into the corner, and it's gone in, 1-0 up. Wolves again on the front foot. Then Donkers had a shot from distance that's hit the top of the crossbar, very similar to the goal that West Ham scored to equalise against Tottenham in their last game. Instead of just being under the bar, it just hit the top. We've had lots of shots. We've had 15 shots in the entire game, Wolves. I think something like 5 on target. The second goal is the front three. Nuno could have been tempted to start Traore. I thought he might have done. He stuck with Podence, Neto and Jimenez. Jimenez plays the ball out to the side to, I think it's Pedro Neto. That's a fantastic delivery. First time from Pedro Neto. What a player he's becoming. And there he is to score his first Wolves goal at Molineux. Daniel Podence, the concentration on his face, puts it in, and with 2-0 and controlling the game. Towards the end of the first half, Palace did start to come back in for it. Obviously, they had a goal disallowed just before Wolves, quite rightly for offside. It was a good move, but it was half a yard offside. In the second half, they had a penalty, which wasn't a penalty anyway. The guy just went down, but then it was pulled back. VAR checked it. Whoever said anything bad about VAR, it's all gone right, all gone our way tonight, but he was offside, correct decision. Donkers had a chance to make it 3. There's a few other chances as well. Palace have had a go, but then Palace are down to 10 men. The guy in the middle of the park catching Moutinho that's come on as a substitution. It could have been an ankle breaker. Luckily, he's got up and walked away from it. The ref's gone and looked at the VAR monitor. He's come back and he's given him the red card and sent him off. And that's on about 85 minutes. It's game over. Palace, in the end, have had more possession, 55%. Wolves, started very strongly in the first 10 minutes with 65%. But we've kind of sit back and soaked it up. Nuno changed to 3-5-2. So many good performances across the park. On my live stream, I've asked them to give a rating for the performance. There's a few 7s, quite a few 8s, a few 9s, and the odd 10. I'm thinking I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 rating for the performance. My man of the match, you could have picked Pedro Neto, you could have picked Daniel Podence, we could have picked Ruben Neves, but for scoring on his debut wing back and being really solid throughout the whole game, some really good touches. I thought Semedo did well as well. I'm going to just about give it to Ait-Nouri on his debut. A goal and my man of the match. Leave your man of the match. Give a rating out of 10 for the performance tonight. And just as a matter of interest, tonight we are equal top, 3rd, 1 goal difference behind Liverpool. Okay, we have played a game more. 13 points from the first 7 games. Just imagine if we'd have won that Newcastle game, we'd be sitting top of the Premier League tonight. a good start. Got a bit of a rest now before we go again against Leicester. We can get a result there, who knows? But fantastic, considering we've had a stop-start to the season. I think you've started to see the real Wolves and what Nuno's aiming at. He's got the players on the training ground as a full squad, and you're starting to see the difference. Keep the faith, obviously, always in Nuno. He knows what he's doing. A fantastic 2-0 victory for Wolves, a complete performance. And yeah, third in the league. I'm Dazzling Dave. Till the next one, leave your thoughts below. Always Wolves.